Hey out there, and welcome. I'm Kate, and I'm glad you're here. So this is a practice for when you have been traveling or when you have just been moving a lot and on your feet a bunch and you're super tired and just need to get back into your body and back into some semblance of feeling normal. So find any props that you've got nearby. I am far from home, and these are my props. They are cushions from the patio chairs. Whatever you got that makes you feel comfortable, go ahead, grab them, find a quiet spot, roll out your mat, and let's just move. Okay, so we're going to start seated. So go ahead and grab your stuff and take a seat. And you can sit cross-legged or on your heels if that feels better to you. Go ahead and close your eyes. And before we start at all, we're just going to do a couple of easy movements. So you're going to inhale and arch your spine, feel your chest lift. And when you exhale, you can round in, curl your chin to your chest. Just a couple of rounds there, inhale and arch. Lift your face to the sky and exhale and curl it back in. You can hook your hands on your knees if you want. One more inhale, arch. Exhale and round. On your next inhale, you're just going to find a tall spine. Feel your shoulders drop away from your ears, and with your eyes still closed, just take a couple of breaths. Feel your sitting bones root down and just the parts of you that rest on the floor. And from there, feel the crown of your head rise up. So your spine lengthens without adding any tension or stress. Just feel the crown of your head stretch upward. And breathe. That's it. And from here, you can open your eyes. We're actually going to come down onto our backs. So you can go ahead, lay down, feet flat on the mat, and take them about the distance of the mat, and your arms can just rest by your sides. You're just going to start to windshield wiper your knees side to side. And if it feels good to pause anywhere, to stop anywhere, go ahead. And one more time to that left side. And then come back up through the middle, and you're going to cross your right ankle over the top of your left thigh and just let it drop over to the left. So you're stepping on that right foot. And you can take your left hand to your inner thigh, or you can take your hand to the top of your right foot. You want to work this inner thigh away from you and spin your torso to the right. You can let your head drop over to the right as well. And just take a couple of breaths. That's it. Feel that whole right side start to open up as we go here. When you inhale, you're going to come up through the middle and work into a figure four. For a breath or two, you can wrap your hands around the top of your knee or behind your thigh. Keep that right foot flexed. Then you're going to drop that left foot to the floor and grab a yoga toe hold on your big toe. I don't have a strap here, and maybe you don't either. If you do and you want to use one, you can go ahead and throw the strap over the ball of your foot. Otherwise, you're just going to take your right leg and stretch it up. So maybe your hamstring feels super tight and your knee stays super bent. You just want to push up through your heel. If you've got a little more mobility in the back of your leg and you want to work to straight, you can do that too. You can keep this left knee bent or stretch the left leg out. Oh. Wherever you are, feel that right shoulder start to drop toward the floor. And anchor down through the top of your left thigh, and you're going to open out to the right with this foot. Feel that outer right hip lengthen away from your armpit. And then come back up through the middle. You're going to take your left hand across and maybe grab your outer calf here or the outer edge of your foot, and you're just going to come over to the left just a hair. Take your right hand to that hip crease and just press it open. That's it. And now you're going to bend your left knee and pull it in so your backs of your thighs start to cross, and you're going to bend those knees and grab your shins. Keep your feet flexed and feel that outer right hip lengthen away for a little Supta Gomukhasana. And we're gonna release that and just wrap. So we've got a little, maybe your toes wrap around, maybe not. So got this right leg over, take your arms, stretch them up, and we're gonna take the right arm under and wrap those arms. We come into this Supta Garudasana. We're laying on our back doing some eagle. So this isn't really about toning or whatever. This is just about remembering that you have a center, because sometimes when you're traveling or moving around a lot, you just feel like you're all over the place. So take a breath in, and when you exhale, you're just gonna squeeze your belly in and lift. Just 3. Inhale, release, and exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release, exhale, squeeze. And then release it down. Let your arms drop out to the sides and let your left foot hit the floor. You're gonna drop your knees over to the right. And then back up through center and let them fall over to the left with the cross still the same. And then back up through center and take your right leg into a half happy baby. And now from here, we're gonna roll up, because you know how much I like to do that. And just hold on to this foot. Gonna roll all the way up. And just plant your right foot out in front, just in front of that left leg. Wrap your left arm around and go for another twist here. You got it. And then back through the middle, gonna work into a standing split. So if you've got blocks, that's cool. If not, and you need to, you can keep that right knee bent. You're gonna stretch that left leg out and just start to kind of work into that left hip. You can keep the left leg straight. You can bend your knee, kind of work out and around. And then in the other direction. That's it. And then just take a big step back. Let your back knee drop to the floor. Keep those fingertips on the mat and sink your hips. Feel your chest lift up. And I'm gonna keep my back toes tucked, because I've been doing a lot of walking and my feet need all the stretching I can get. So keep those back toes tucked as long as that feels all right. Plant your left hand and just sweep your right arm up. And take it long, right alongside your ear. Inhale. And when you exhale, windmill it down. Step it back, downward facing dog, and just give yourself a second here to pedal it out. Feel your head drop, shoulders soften, and just work side to side. You got it. And you're gonna bend your knees and drop them to the floor. Keep those toes tucked, walk your hips back to your heels, and walk your hands back towards your knees. And maybe there's like a threshold that you reach and you're like, oh, I can't do it anymore. If that's the case, then you just stop here. If you're all right and you wanna go back farther into it, you can sit your weight back on your heels and take a moment, hands on your thighs, get that stretch into your feet, the fronts of your shins, your toes. And then shift your weight forward, untuck your toes. Gonna sit back on your heels, take your knees wide, lean your hands back, roll your shoulders back, lift your chest. Maybe rock a little bit side to side. That's it, you got it. And then come on forward, downward facing dog. And then walk your feet forward, nice and slow. And you're gonna take your feet like as wide as the mat and just start to sway a little bit side to side. Soften your knees as you go. Just rock it out. Let your spine be loose, let your head just go. That's it. And then from here, you're just gonna bend your knees. You can keep your hands behind you if you want. You're gonna roll all the way down. One more time onto your back. Pull your knees in. Then drop your feet to the mat. Take your left ankle over the top of your right thigh and rock it over to the right. You can take your right hand to the inner thigh or onto the top of your left foot. Work this leg away from you and then twist over to the left. One more breath here. And then up through center. Gonna work your way into just a couple breaths into this figure 4. Left foot flexed. You got it. And then drop your right foot. Grab this big toe. If you got the strap, like I said, you can use it. If you don't, right foot can stay right on the mat. Just stretch this left leg up. even if it looks super crooked through the leg. It's all good. You can take that right leg, stretch it out. Press the top of your thigh down. And whether this leg is straight or bent, you want to push up through that heel. And then open gently out to the side. Inhale, come back up through. Grab the outer edge of your leg. Keep your foot flexed, pinky toe edge working back towards you, and just cross the leg over to the right. You can take your left hand to this outer hip and push it open. Yes, and now we're gonna bend the right knee, bring your right thigh behind the left, and bend this left knee over. Grab your shins or your ankles, work that outer left hip away as you flex your feet. You got it. All right, you're gonna keep this cross of your legs. We're gonna go to our little laying eagle pose here. You can wrap your toes around if you want, take your arms and reach them up, and this time the left arm's gonna come under. And remember, this isn't about anything other than just kind of remembering that we do have a center and that there's strength in there. And, you know, put togetherness. Take a breath. When you exhale, squeeze in, elbows and knees. Just 3. Inhale, relax. Exhale, squeeze. And relax. And squeeze. And relax. Let your arms drop out to the sides and let your knees fall over to the left. If you've got those toes tucked and you want to let them come out from behind your leg, go for it. Inhale through the center and exhale, drop them over to the right. You can spin your gaze to the left. Oh. And then back up through center. Place that right foot, bring this left leg into a half happy baby. We're gonna roll up. You ready? Here we go. And bring that right shin across, left foot's just gonna step in front. Wrap your right hand to the left knee and spin it into a twist. Sit up nice and tall as you spin it out. And then bring it back through center. You're gonna roll yourself forward, step into that left foot, kick the right leg back. Oh, feel yourself kind of expand outward. Oh, and then bend that right knee and just work circles in that hip. In the other direction. Yes. Then you're gonna step it back and drop that knee and keep those toes tucked for a nice stretch through your foot as you sink your hips, lift your chest. Maybe let your chin drop for a second, kind of roll it around. All right, here we go. Step it back, downward facing dog. Oh, we didn't twist. Don't step it back, drop that knee. Shift your weight into your right hand. Take your left arm, reach it up. And then reach it straight alongside your ear. Windmill it down. Now we can step it back. Downward facing dog. Just work for a moment here. Pedal it out. That's it. And then you're gonna walk those feet forward nice and slow. Keep those feet wide. Knees soft. Rock gently side to side. That's it. From here with those knees still soft, sweep your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, and feel your shoulders lift away from your ears as your knuckles stretch back and shake out your head. Release your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Press into your feet, come all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana, staying wide through those feet, reach it up. Grab that right wrist with your left hand. We're gonna lengthen up and over. And then up through the middle and switch. Left wrist into that right hand, take it up and stretch over. You got it. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale, bring your hands down through prayer. Just some easy sun sails. Let's do it. Inhale, reach it out and up. Exhale and fold, Uttanasana. Hands to your shins, halfway lift, nice and long spine. And then soften your knees and fold and just let yourself sway gently. You got it. And you're gonna plant those hands. Step your right foot back. Keep that back knee lifted. Fire up your right thigh, press back through your right heel and stretch forward into your chest. And maybe rock a little bit forward and back. Beautiful. That's it. Step it back, find your plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale, you're gonna lower your knees, your thighs, your hips, and as you come down, elbows point back, shoulders drop away from your ears. Slowly lower all the way down to your forehead, and then your inhale, curl it up. Cobra pose, press into your hands. Legs nice and strong, peel your chest forward. And exhale, lower it down. And inhale, up again. And exhale, downward facing dog. This time, pull it back. And you're gonna take that right leg, lift it up, stretch it back behind you, and just one knee to nose, pull it in. Inhale, reach it up and back. Exhale, step it forward. Crescent lunge, press into your feet, come all the way up. Feel where you can really push down into the ground, rooted here. You wanna lengthen up through the sides of your body, into your fingertips, inhale. Warrior two when you exhale. And just an easy reverse warrior, flip that front palm, reach it up and stretch it back. Inhale up through warrior two. Inhale those hands to the floor. Downward facing dog, move it back, nice and slow. And when you exhale, take those feet and bring them forward. Hop it if you want. Halfway lift. And then let it go. Ride that in-breath all the way to the top. Inhale, sweep out and reach it up. And exhale, dive all the way back over those legs. Halfway lift. And then step that left leg back. Stay on those fingertips, sink your hips. And maybe you can rock a little bit. Kind of ease into those hips. You got it. Step it back. Plank. And hold that plank for an inhale. And then exhale. Drop your knees, your thighs, your hips. Elbows hug in and point straight back as you roll all the way down onto your chin, forehead. And then curl up, cobra pose. Arms nice and strong. Grip into the floor. And exhale, release. One more. Inhale, peel it up. Exhale, core strong. Downward facing dog. Pull up high with those hips. You got it. Reach that left leg up. Inhale. Just one knee to nose. Pull it in. Inhale, reach it up and back. When you exhale, step it forward. Crescent lunge. Press your feet down into the floor. Reach back through that right heel. Scoop your low belly and take your arms and reach them up. Even when you're tired, you can find that, that strength, right? You can tap in. Warrior two. Open it up. The strength is here. Relax your shoulders. Flip your front palm. Reach up and stretch back. To that left thigh, drop down. Inhale, bring it back up through warrior two. When you exhale, windmill it down, downward facing dog. Shake out your head. All right, you're gonna walk those feet forward. This time, take them wide. Toes out. Here we go. Gonna start to drop your weight down and just move gently side to side. Kind of easing into your malasana here. Still working the feet, but getting into those hips a little bit more. All right, if you feel comfortable, you can drop those heels down. If you need a little bit more, you can find your props. slide them under your butt. They're under your heels. You're gonna take your left hand to the floor, kind of out in front, and sweep it open, lean into that inner thigh, and take your right arm and reach it up. And let your left ear just drop toward your shoulder for a second here. You got it. And then come back through center. Right hand's gonna come forward and sweep it out, lean into that right shoulder. Inner thigh's gonna press into that right side and sweep your left arm up. You can kind of drop your head, shake it out. And bring yourself back through center. If you've got props underneath your heels, we're gonna slide them out now. And then roll all the way down. And roll all the way onto your back. And give yourself a nice big hug here. And stretch your legs straight up. You can take your hands behind your thighs if you want. Relax your shoulders for a moment. When I'm on my feet a lot, it feels good just to take them up for a second. Let them rest there. You can close your eyes. You can let your arms rest by your sides. If it feels better to hold on to the backs of your legs, you can do that, or you can throw a prop underneath your hips here. I'm only gonna be here for another breath or two. And then draw your knees in, rock gently side to side. And you're gonna take your arms inside your legs here and grab around your ankles. So your thumbs are on the inner ankle and your fingertips wrap around. You're just gonna drop your heels toward your butt and then drop your legs toward the floor. Take a couple of breaths here. So maybe this was the last thing that you wanted to do today because you were so tired, or you've been moving so much and you just wanted to go collapse somewhere. But sometimes a little bit of movement and kind of reconnecting is exactly what you need, even when you don't want to need it. Draw your knees in. Stretch your legs out. Just take a moment here. And close your eyes. Feel yourself soften into the floor. Feel the weight of your body just give in to the support underneath you. And enjoy your breath. Enjoy the fact that you made it here. And please feel free to stay here as long as you like. If you're ready to come out, you're gonna move your fingers and wiggle your toes, and roll out your wrists, your ankles, and hug your knees in. Roll to your right side and pause here. There's no need to rush. Press into the strength of your arms. Come on up. One more moment into that comfortable seat. Let your eyes slide closed and feel your shoulders relax away from your ears. Bring your palms together into Anjali Mudra and bow your head and honor this time on your mat and this practice that can always bring you back home, no matter where you are on this wide, big world. Thanks for joining me from wherever you are. I look forward to practicing with you again soon. As always, like, share, comment, let me know what you think. And subscribe if you're feeling like it. Make it a great day.